and she is going to be speaking about how to attract people to your team, to your challenge groups, to all of it. And she honestly has done an amazing job at this. She's a lifetime one-star diamond coach, has an amazing team underneath her, and is shooting for some really awesome goals. So, Alice, I just friended you. Yes. Comment with your name if you want to be tagged in the boomerang. And Chelsea, yeah, so she's an amazing coach on our team. You've probably seen her. She's hosts a lot of What's Working calls, which are really awesome. But I'll hand it over to you, Chelsea, and take it away.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is probably the biggest call I've ever led, so I was like, oh my gosh. So awesome to see like so many faces on this. Guys, tonight we're diving in. This is like, I spent a lot of time on notes with this. Unfortunately, I couldn't make a super pretty slideshow, but I have some real good notes for you tonight. So I want to encourage all of you guys, if you do have a notebook or a pen and pencil, you might want to like just pop it out because we have some good stuff tonight. And that being said, I'm really just going to dive into it. And then maybe we could just save questions for the end and then just throw them in the chat and I can answer them, or we could all come together and just talk about what we do for certain things. But that being said, let's just get right into it. Okay, so tonight is going to be broken up into like 5 categories. It's just 5 like large bullet points with a couple things underneath it. So the first topic we're going to talk about is your vibe attracts your tribe. It's so cliche, right? But going more into this, we're going to talk about how, 1, are you consistently talking negative on your stories? Are you consistently negative in your posts? You want to think, you obviously want to attract the go-getters, right? You want to attract the positive people, the people that are just on fire for life, right? Well, you're not going to do that if you're constantly, I got to work out. Like, I hate my job. I hate my life. I hate my dog. I hate everything. Like, that attracts nobody. So I want to encourage all of you guys to be happy about life. And if you're not happy about life, it's time to change some things. So the first bullet under your vibe attracts your tribe is consistent negative talk attracts negativity. So really evaluate yourself. Are you constantly a negative light on social media? Because I can tell you right now, that's the fastest way to get someone to unfollow you. But at the same time, be real and raw. You're not going to always be pooping rainbows and butterflies and be a unicorn, like straight up. Be yourself, but also don't always be a negative Nancy, okay? Another bullet point under your vibe attracts your tribe is, and this is something I got from Amy Silverman a couple years back, and it was watch the hashtags you post. Not that. That's not the part I got from Amy Silverman. But what I mean is, if you're constantly hashtagging like anxiety or depression or former alcoholic, not that any of those things are bad. That's who we were. That's our past, right? But she's like, don't constantly hashtag those things because then you're going to have a team full of alcoholic anxiety cases and everybody's going to be the same and you don't have any like diversity within where your pasts are and whatnot. So be careful with hashtagging things that used to hold you back, for lack of a better phrase. Be careful about hashtagging things like that. She made it so funny when she said it, that she's like, yeah, I didn't want a team full of former alcoholics because we're all just struggling with the same thing. And she was just like cracking on about it. But watch what you're hashtagging under your vibe attracts your tribe. And the next one is, are you always unhappy on your stories? Like, this really goes off the first one with negative talk. Are you smiling when you work out? That's such a simple one, guys. I don't know how many people I see on Instagram stories who are working out that look so freaking miserable. Like, they don't smile. I always try to make it such a point to smile in my workout videos, and I get so many messages like, oh man, you just look so positive. Like, you make me want to do it. You know what I mean? And I think that kind of stems from like my cheer background, like always have a smile on your face. But for those who weren't in cheer or dance or whatever it may be, I just want to remind you that people are truly, truly watching you. And if you constantly look like, I mean, yeah, you should look like you're dying at some points, but don't look like you hate what you're doing, because that's not going to make other people attracted to you nor want to do what you're doing. So portray a positive outlook, look like you're having fun, laugh, smile on your stories, have fun with it. And the next one is, are you spinning it to win it? Like, yeah, you're being negative on your stories or whatever, like you got to talk about life sometimes. Like a week and a half ago, my grandma passed away, and yeah, I shared that stuff, but then I was like, you know what? Like it just encourages me to want to be better at life. It wants me to like, you know, be healthier because she didn't die in the best circumstances. I know Anita Myron just went through something with her dad passing away. But you know what? Like she's not sitting there and saying, oh, like this is gonna destroy my life. Like I'm nothing now. She span it to win it. Like I don't want to see guys like my dad die, or I don't want to see somebody die like that when you know, I could have helped them. She just spent. So what I mean by spin it to win it, if you're in a negative situation in your life and you want to share it and you want to be open, share your struggles and then spin it to win it. Like this is what happened. This is how I'm going to move forward in a positive light. You always want to spin it to win it, guys. So if you haven't written that down, write it down because it's so important. And then the last one under your vibe attracts your tribe, which is pretty much the theme of what I've been saying, is nobody likes a negative Nancy. Stop being negative all the time. People want a positive Penny. Write that down. Underline that. I want to be a positive Penny. Positive Penny. People are attracted to a positive Penny. Does that mean be freaking annoying unicorn, amazing, like nothing's wrong with your life? No, don't be fake. Be yourself. But at the same time, let people know that what you're doing is not only life-changing, but like it's mentally changing you. It's letting you be happy. It's letting you be excited about life. You know what I mean? Okay, next one is, ooh, and I'm really excited about this one because I'm going to call so many of you out right now, myself included. You are more than a Beachbody coach, okay? First bullet point under this is stop posting about just fitness. You were and are so much before and beyond fitness. And you're like, oh my gosh, what? You're telling me to not just post my workouts and everything? Yes, that is exactly what I'm telling you. Guys, stop being a fitness robot. And this even leads into my next bullet point. When you're just posting about fitness and you're just posting about your healthy meals and you're just posting about your workouts, I am so sorry, but you are freaking boring. You are so boring when you just do that, and you're holding yourself back from really attracting your people. If people just think your workouts and you eat healthy, like you're not going to attract your true tribe. You're just going to attract people that like to follow Beachbody coaches, and it doesn't set you apart. It doesn't make you look any different. And also, let's just be real. It takes the fun out of things, guys. When you feel obligated, right? You're like, crap, I got to post my workout video, or I got to put 30 hashtags, or I got to post a healthy meal today. I didn't even eat one. Like, it's so boring when all you care about is just posting about health and fitness. So think about who you were. And then I don't know, I wrote this down because I was just feeling it on my heart, but I said, don't forget who you were before Beachbody told you who you needed to be. Okay. So don't forget who you were before Beachbody told you who you needed to be. Not that our company's like, you need to do this, blah, blah, blah. But I think a lot of us have this idea of what a coach should be, you know, constantly like it needs to be this. And I think a lot of us lose ourselves, which is so sad because it's what gets people attracted to us in the first place. Don't lose who you are. If you're like, crap, I don't know who I am anymore because I feel so obligated to make these posts and do these things, go back to who you were before you signed people up. What were you posting about? For me, I'll get back more into this later, but stop being a fitness robot. You are so much more than a Beachbody coach. You are freaking dope. Write that down. I am freaking dope. Okay, so third thing, we're going right into the next set. If I'm going too fast for you guys, let me know too. All right. Yeah, don't be like any other coach. Okay, Deed, I see you. How to attract the tribe. This is like such a number one, like, holy crap, how do I attract my tribe? Like, what do I do? Everybody, this is like such a freaking popular topic, right? I'm going to tell you exactly how. All right. First off, I want you to find your five. And I'm sure that a lot of this stuff is going to be repetitive, but I'm going to throw a little twist on some of it for you guys. Find your five. And you're like, okay, well, what does that mean? Find the 5 things about you that define you. For me, and I'm going to give you examples as well. For those that don't know me, so my note is find your 5 and post about that ish. The 5. Disney fam. I'm a Disney fam. That's just who we are. I'm a pit bull lover, world traveler, Ray Dunn addict, toddler boy mom. Your 5 should not be fitness related. I want to challenge you to find 5 things about yourself. There's 5 things about you. Hold the phone before you say there's not 5 things about you and that you're boring. Shut your mouth. I see some of you laughing like, shit, she got me. There's 5 things about you guys. You guys are actually really interesting. And if it's not about you, it's about your family. So Disney family, pit bull lover, world traveler, Ray Dunn addict, toddler boy mom. Those are my 5. That's me, right? Okay, so here's your job, guys. This is how you're going to attract your tribe. Mix your 5 with your health and fitness posts, okay? To correctly attract your peeps, okay? So you're going to post about your 5, and that's going to be your brand. Hello, brand. If you're ever wondering, gosh, I don't know how to make a brand. Like, what the frick's a brand? Find your 5, and then we're going to mix your health and fitness posts, all right? There should be a nice balance, okay? And yeah, if you can, write your 5 in the comments. I want to see what your 5 are. There should be a healthy balance, and then you're going to get a baby, and that's going to be your brand and your feed and why people are attracted to you, because you're not just a fitness robot. You're Deed, who loves to garden and loves beer and loves to have a good time, but also has model abs and is one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. Like, everybody has something about them. You have to find a nice balance. Like Jackie, total Disney babe, totally awesome teacher. Coley, funny as heck, totally sweet, total sweetheart. Everybody has these things about them that they like to do. Coley is my Trader Joe's girl. She knows what's up. She is the girl I'm like, do I need to try this? Do I need this in my life? That's something that she could post about. You know what I mean? Find your 5, mix it with your health and fitness stuff. Let's see what some of your guys' are. Black lab mom, teacher, mountain lovers, skier, reader, wine lover, heck yes, stay-at-home mom, curly girl, pit mom, outdoorsy, humor, PhD student, camp counselor, teacher, coffee addict, music lover. See, you guys are already proving that you're freaking interesting. These are cool things. All right, so diving into our 5. We already talked about mixing our 5. Let's talk about hashtags. How to attract with our hashtags, right? So I know in the past everybody said, no, you must max out and you must do 30 hashtags and utilize all the hashtags you can. Well, I'm going to tell you, you don't need to do 30 hashtags. Okay, in the comments. Don't do 30. You don't have to do 30. Just do, this is what I tell my coaches. Your hashtags should be a mix of broad hashtags and then unique specific hashtags. Not all broad, not health and fitness, healthy meal, fit mom, not all, those are all really, really broad topics. You should have a healthy mix of broad, maybe like 5 broad and then 5 unique specific ones. And I'm going to give you examples of this. So an example of a really broad topic, and again, I'm giving you guys examples through my brand, would be Disney Mom. Super broad. If you don't think that's broad, you need to study up on hashtags. So Disney Mom, super, super broad. So how I'm going to get that specific is hashtagging Oogie Boogie Bash. And some of you are probably like, what the heck's an Oogie Boogie Bash, right? That's a Southern California Halloween party that they do at Disneyland specifically. So I know that this is Halloween specific. So, and it's specific to Southern California residents or whoever travels here during Halloween time, which is not many people because it's Halloween time and people have kids and they're in school. So broad hashtag and specific hashtag. And then another example would be world traveler. That's super freaking broad. A lot of people travel the world. Okay. Specific hashtag would be Erasmus in Germany. And Erasmus is like what they call foreign exchange students. I studied abroad for a year in Germany. So instead of just putting year abroad, I put Erasmus in Germany. And that's going to help me connect with other people who have studied at one point in Germany. And I know that they did Erasmus as well. So a healthy mix with your hashtags with broad and specific hashtags. Okay, and then just a real obvious one, guys. Let me see these comments. like the accent explaining the 30 hashtags Chelsea British. Girl, I don't even know. I was in theater, so sometimes I just throw out some random crap. I remember that. So helpful. Yeah, I don't even know. If it comes out, I don't even know. Share. Okay, so this one, if y'all don't know this note, like, you should. Share hacks, share coupons, share value, share content you would want to see and hear. So this is my homework for you guys. I want you to think of like your favorite Instagrams, your freaking favorite Instagrams, like the ones you just like, you crave, you like go to their stories and you gotta watch it. You gotta go to their feed. You gotta see what they're posting. Your homework is to go to those Instagrams and write down on a notebook what you like about their Instagrams. And I want you to really study what about what they're posting intrigues you. What about what they're doing entices people and gets people pumped. And then I want you to start thinking, how can I do something similar? Don't copy. Copying is the worst. Don't do that. Make it your own. Do something similar. And start piecing together all your favorite Instagrams and then like throw that in your own feed. You know what I mean? Like throw little hints of it. And then just like obviously be a content queen. If you're like, I don't know how to be a content queen, go on Pinterest. Literally look up like new recipes or Halloween DIYs or whatever you want to do. Yeah. So that one's just a super obvious one. Another way to attract your tribe is to get on trips. My son's going to have a powwow over here. Get on trips. If you're like, I've never been invited to a Success Club trip, I've never been invited to do any of that stuff yet, you have the perfect opportunity this weekend. It's called Super Saturday. All right? If you don't know what Super Saturday is, it's basically like our quarterly event for Beachbody. You need to get to it, even if you go alone. That's going to get people attracted to your brand. It's going to get people attracted to you. It's going to get people to take you seriously. If they follow 10 Beachbody coaches and they see they're all at some event in the world, my son's petting my head. They see that you're all at a different event throughout the country, but you're not. They're going to be like, oh, well, she's probably not that serious about the Beachbody thing. I'm going to go with the serious chick because she looks like she has a really cool group and she looks like she knows what she's doing. All right. And guys, we're wrapping it up here. We're going to go pretty fast through the rest of it. All right, so make your stories your reality TV show. Hi. Make your stories your reality TV show. Curse, fall, vent, cry, prank your husband, your wife, be raw and real, have fun, be yourself. I kid you not, and I've said this on a few calls now. I took like my first apple cider vinegar shot on my Instagram stories. Gosh, you guys, it felt like death. Literally, like I took it on there and I was like, gosh, I would have rather done a shot of tequila. And then like a ton of people were like, you should make a shirt. And like, just like so much views on this, this regular video, but do it all, be yourself. Don't hold back and make it your reality TV show. All right. Have a visually, and we're still under how to attract the tribe. Okay. And then we just have a couple more. Have a visually appealing aesthetic. You can have the greatest content in the world. This is going to be a truth bomb right here. You can have the greatest content in the world, but without a beautiful feed, people are going to miss it. People won't even click on your post. If you aren't attracted to your Instagram right now, other people aren't attracted to it. Not like in the judgy way, but if people decide whether they want to follow you in 3 seconds, okay? You need to have a pretty feed. If you're somebody who's like, I don't want to get a preset, I don't want to do the same filter on all my son, he just unplugged my ring light. Okay, I'll just talk to you guys in the dark. If you're somebody who, I'm gonna turn on my living room light. If you're somebody who just has not invested in the professional look, guys, it's time. It is so time. I was one that like literally, and this is so true right here, I held back from having like a professional looking feed. I did not invest the time to learn how to do that. And the second I got a preset and started hashtagging accordingly and having the pretty feed, I gained 2,000 followers. 2,000 followers. And people started reading my crap. People started reading my stuff. They started caring. They started taking me seriously. And thank you very much. Attract your tribe. But I'm like, nobody's special. Like, I'm telling you, you guys are all capable of having a super professional, beautiful feed. That's you. Don't think you need to copy Sam's vibe or Ashley's vibe or my vibe or Raina's vibe. Like, your visual aesthetic is what you want it to be. All I'm saying is step up the professionalism. Otherwise, you will not get the eyes on your content that you deserve. How do you find a preset? That's a great question. So you go to Etsy and you type in, oh, I want a light and airy Etsy, or light and airy preset, or fall vibes, or warm, or winter, or I'll take a gray cool tones, or a pink vibe, or I don't know. I typed in Disneyland presets and I got mine, and it was like, do not pay over $5 for a preset. Do not pay over $5 for a preset. You will change your mind and your vibe will change. And right now what's really in is all the orange popping presets, and everybody's like, oh, my pumpkins need to pop in the vibe. Like, yeah, you tell them. All right. Yes. So if you ever need an example of like somebody who has a professional vibe, I think Coley has a wonderful, wonderful feed. She has such a beautiful feed and it's unique to her. She's not copying anybody. It's so gorgeous. You're very welcome. Yeah. If you need help with how to tweak a preset, talk to me or your coach, whatever you may do. It's really just a learning process though, guys. It takes about like 5 minutes. And it does help you attract your vibe. Or like I said, your vibe attracts your tribe. So get that freaking professional vibe so that people want to reach out to you and people read your great content. You deserve to have eyes on your stuff. So moving into the next one. How to find the tribe. Okay. We're on 4 of 5. How to find the tribe. Stock locations that you love on Instagram. Places you brunch. I'm sorry for my toddler. Places you brunch. Places you get your nails done. I bet you anything your nail technician, if you like to get your nails done, has an Instagram. You know what I do? And I've signed so many people up this way. I follow all the people that follow my nail tech. And I connect the hell out of them. And I just know that we already have, you want to find that mutual like connection. You know what I mean? Like that common ground. So for me, I got Jack Skellington nails from my nail tech. So I started like following because I know he does like specific stuff. Started following all his peeps, and I'm finding women that like to pamper themselves a little bit, and that like to do that. Yeah, Ash is so right. Locations are huge, but think specific about your locations, guys. Oh, that's super cool. Ash said that she found people from going to leadership last weekend, and they reached out because they're getting married there. That's super cool. Don't just hashtag the big locations, or tag the big locations too. Do the little ones. Like if you're going to I keep using my nail place, 5-star nails. But you better use that location if you're going to, and even okay, so you're like, oh, is Buffalo Wild Wings across the United States? Okay, cool. So Buffalo Wild Wings, right? You're thinking that's a really big location. I'm not going to tag that, but Buffalo Wild Wings Menifee is just down the street. And people put the specific location. So think, I want to tag the location of my Target nearby. You know what I mean? So stock locations that you love on Instagram, places you brunch, places you get your nails done, stock Instagram hashtags that pertain to you. For me, it would be like Ray Dunn addicts or Pitbull advocates. And then I'm going to tell you what to do once you stock. So once you stock, you're going to 531 them or 422 or 1234, whatever you do to them, whatever number system you like to follow. I like to do 531. So you stock them, you find your people. 531 for newbies, yeah. So what did Katie say? I don't recommend Buffalo Wild Wings Indianapolis. I am dead. That's an insider. Basically we went to Buffalo Wild Wings and they had the worst service in the world. And they ended up waiting for like an hour for their food and they didn't get it. Any hooser, stalk the crap out of your tribe. It is your job to go out and find your tribe. They're not just going to come to you like you're not a magnet. Like, yeah, you're a magnet and you better create that electricity and get people vibing on you. But at the same time, it's your job to go out there and find your peeps. So stalk those hashtags, stalk those locations, and then 531 them, write them down and put them under your dream coach list. Connect the crap out of them. Make them like get your energy and just vibe, have that relationship, build that connection. Okay, number 5, and this is our last thing, and then we can open up to questions, comments, concerns, or struggles, whatever you may have. Getting the tribe on board, guys. So you found your people, they're attracted to you, you went out there and you got them. Now what? First of all, I want to give you like the biggest advice ever, and it's like, and I'm sure maybe you probably heard this too, but if you haven't, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right? If you want your dreams and goals in this business and you really want to go after some big things or whatever you may be here for, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And then he's just ready to party, guys. Tomorrow's his birthday, so he's like having a good time. Okay, here's the huge one. Okay, baby. Okay, here's a big one. Ready? Oh, and this is going to shake some of you guys. Stop signing up just anyone. All right? I have I've learned. I've signed up people that I knew would suck the life out of me because I would want the success points, or even selfishly, I wanted the income, like whatever it may have been. You know, I was struggling or I needed the money or whatever it may be. But I swear I would go back had I known later on down the line what that would do to me mentally. I wouldn't have signed them up. Stop signing people up. Stop forcing people that are your tribe to be your tribe when they're not your tribe. You got to be real with yourself. You're building a business. And I'm not saying like be judgmental to people and stuff, but and there are going to be people that are different than you. What I'm saying is you don't need energy vampires, and that's what I call them. They're going to suck. If you know somebody's an energy vampire, they're going to suck the life out of you, and they're just depressed. They're just a depressed person, and that's just who they are. Bless their heart. You don't need that negativity in your life, okay? Be specific about your tribe. Not saying like, oh, don't sign anybody up unless they're perfect. No one's perfect. But be careful with who you sign up, and don't just sign up anybody. Biggest advice I can give to anybody out there: time vampires. Yes, people will waste the hell out of your time. Okay, next one is invite everyone without fear. Invite to the coaching opportunity. Invite people who are not even in your lane yet. Like, if you just find this amazing girl on Instagram, you're like, oh my gosh, I love her. She's great. She's wonderful. She's excellent. Like, invite her. Get over yourself. Invite her. Because guess what? Someone else is going to think the same thing, and they're going to invite her. And you're going to be like, crap, I should have invited her. She would have been excellent. And she would have. And guess what? You should have reached out to her first. It's happened to me so many freaking times. Honestly. Okay? So go for it right there. And then another one is always, always, always have something to invite to. Your job is to get people into a funnel, okay? I'm pretty sure my son's going to unplug the light again. Your job is to get people into a funnel. And if you're like, what the heck does that mean? You need to have something to invite people to. You just need to get them in the door, okay? They're attracted to your vibe. You got them on board. You're loving on them. They're loving on you. Get them in on something, whether it be a coach sneak peek, a free group, a challenge group. Get them in with Energize or something. Just get them into a group. Get them around the energy. Get them to a Super Saturday. I want to challenge each and every one of you guys to bring somebody to a Super Saturday. Bring them around that energy. Bring them around the people. I wish more than anything that, and I will someday, but have every single one of my coaches at one of the events that I've been to, because the energy, just the women empowerment and the boss ladiness is just amazing. We can bring outside people. You absolutely can bring outside people. Totally can. So bring a friend to Super Saturday, a potential coach, or even just a friend who might be interested down the line. I'm pretty sure Gret went with Sam to a Super Saturday and she wasn't signed up, right? Yeah, and look what happened. So I see you, Sam. Okay. Always have something to invite people. Your job is to get them in the funnel. In the funnel is into a group, into a Super Saturday, into something. Just get them in your circle so that they can fall in love with you and they can fall in love with this community. Okay. And then the last thing, guys, and I wrote this down, is to, above all, be a light, be yourself, crank out content. If you're not a content person, become one. It's totally learnable. Constantly be on the improvement train. Are you growing with social media, or are you staying in your own lane and you're just not growing with the times, not growing with what's going on with coaching? Constantly be on the improvement train. Have no fear when it comes to the pursuit of building your biggest and best business. I'm going to say that again. Have no fear when it comes to building your biggest and best business. These are your dreams. These are your dreams, ladies. It's time to step up. Yeah. Maddox is like, give me a kiss, Mom. He's so cute. Oh, little baby. All right, guys. Let's talk some questions. Yeah. Time to step it up. Everybody needs to step it up. Chelsea, I love you. Oh my gosh, Kelsey, I love you too. Level up. I love this. What kind of questions do we have? I started a Facebook group for my friends, and I talked about workouts, good and bad. That's good. That's good. That's super good.
Chelsea, I saw someone earlier, I can't remember who it was, saying they were taking a long time to think of their top 5. So is that something that you should know off the top of your head? Should you take a long time to think about those 5? What tips do you have to come up with your list of 5?
I feel like you're overthinking it, and it should just come. You know what I mean? Like, what are the things you like to do outside of coaching? You're not just Beachbody coach. Do you like to read? Do you like to take your dog for walks? Do you like where do you live? Like, are you a Pacific Northwest girl? Are you, gosh, I don't even know what you East Coast people call yourself, but are you a New Yorker? Or I consider myself SoCal. So SoCal mom life. SoCal, I can even hashtag SoCal mom blogger. I think you're overthinking it. It's really just who you are. And if you're really struggling with that, just ask your friends and your family, hey, if you could describe me or my hobbies or what you think I like to do, what would you say?
I like that. One thing I used to do, because I used to be I don't know what I am, so I would have wannabe something. So I'd be wannabe yogi or wannabe XYZ. And that was kind of fun because you can share that on your story and share that journey.
That's super, super funny you say that, because I was always hashtagging wannabe Pinterest mom for the longest time.
Thank you.
There was one other thing I wanted to tell you guys. It's important to use your 5 to find your peeps too, because when I started going with that method and then mixing it up with health and fitness, guys, I get my and it's important to have a business Instagram if you don't, so you can get insight on what people are liking that you're posting. I get my most likes and my best views on my freaking pictures of mugs. Mugs, guys. I collect Ray Dunn. It's don't start. I don't recommend it, but I get so many likes on people who like my home decor. So post the ish that if you collect lightsabers, freaking light that bitch up and go out there and start fighting with your dog, whatever you want to do. Start having fun with it. Post who you are, not who you think you should be. Your home decor is so cute. Thank you so much. Think about what you love most, even if you think it's stupid or lame, because sometimes you don't feel fun enough to think of anything but you are. That's so true. Ashley, you were not in the chat. Go look at the chat. That's so true. Ash is saying, post about what you love the most, even if you think it's super lame. Guys, I didn't post about my mugs for 2 years because I was holy crap, people are going to judge me. I collect pottery. But I don't care now. I don't give a crap. And I met so many people through it. Your home decor, you do? I do. Or post who you want to be. Yeah. Post who you want to be. Like, don't be afraid to fly whatever flag you want to fly. It's just who you are. And that's how you're going to get other people into you. Like, if you love makeup, post about makeup. Do beauty tutorials like on your Instagram and intermix that with your health and fitness. I know I would follow you.
I love it. What other questions, guys? I wrote down so many notes, and I was repeating everything you said, so I was like, yes. I am a magical unicorn and a positive Penny.
I'm so dope.
Miriam, you came up with your 5. Animal lover, goofy, gamer. I think gamers are so cool. I don't know, probably because I've never done it, but I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like that's a badass thing to be. So, and it's unique. Not many women are gamers.
I think that's so cool. That's super cool.
Love it.
I like one of my coaches one time had that her Instagram name was Fit and Nerdy, and I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. I was like, oh, you're so cool. Like, she totally embraced her inner nerd, and then she was like, and I'm fit too. Yeah, Ashley sucks at gaming, Miriam.
Love it. I'm scrolling through, seeing if there's any questions.
Yeah. You guys feel better after this call? Do you feel like a little bit more specific, a little bit more confident on how to find your peeps? Yeah? I wanted to be as real as I could with you guys and just share that with you. But you guys know who you are. It's just that you think you need to be something else. And I share all this because I did this. I actually had another Beachbody coach call me out, and she was like, you know, you don't post how you are in real life. And I was like, oh, crap, I don't, huh? I was like, oh, geez. Like, I was putting up this facade of, like, just pretending to be this person, and I wasn't attracting my tribe. And then I ended up with a lot of negative Nancys and energy vampires, and it sucked because I hated my life. So you got to be you.
And you guys, if any of you are feeling like, holy crap, that was a lot of information, because it was a lot. We touched on expanding your network and recruiting and attracting people and hashtag, like all of it. I would say write down those notes, or maybe Chelsea, do you have can you take a picture of your notes?
I have them on my phone, but they're legible. Perfect. I know it was a lot too.
Yeah, so I would just say start with something. You don't need to implement everything right away, but start with one thing, and then maybe tomorrow start with another, and then slowly add it on, so that eventually you're feeling like the badass bitch that Chelsea sees all of you guys as. But yeah, you don't have to start with all of that stuff. Start small, and then start adding a little bit more as you get more confident.
100%.
Guys, last chance to ask questions from Chelsea. Anything at all? Feel free to unmute yourself, or oh yeah, what is 531? Did you explain that?
So basically, no, I didn't explain it. 531, and I'm glad that a couple of you guys are chiming in too, because I kind of just assume people are. I'm glad saying something. I just assume people are a little bit seasoned. So if you're new, I'm so sorry to just throw that all in your lap. Hi. 531. So basically, what it is you like 5 pictures. You go to my feed. You like 5 pictures. From there, you comment on 3, and then you shoot 1 message. Right? That's what I do. So, but then other people do other ways, like 4, comment on 2, and invite. But yeah, so basically it's just a form of connecting and getting to know someone and just being more into their feed. Yeah. Thank you so much, Charles. Oh, Dee, I miss you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, you guys. There is extra people on, so let's do another boomerang if anyone missed it in the beginning. And again, your challenge is to post your boomerang to your stories, and then 1, maybe 2, 15-second clip of why you're on this call tonight. What are your dreams and hopes for your business? I'm going to do another boomerang.
Want to be in the boomerang?
Is he going to jump in?
No. Come here.
All right. Make my screen bigger. Okay, ready? Brenna's already going. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. And of course, I did a regular photo, but you guys got it. Awesome. Thank you, Chelsea, so much for sharing all of your knowledge with us. And thank you all for hopping on. We look forward to seeing your Instagram stories. And if you need anything at all, always feel free to reach out. Have a good night, guys.